Well, today I have a very interesting video, and I know that I may or may not receive some hate for this video, but I want to kind of express my, more like personal feelings and personal opinions on the Call of Duty, World War II beta. And, there are people that, hate this, hate that, rant about that, bitch about that on YouTube. There are people that, they don't have a YouTube channel, but they'll still go on social media and bitch about this, bitch about that. I'm going to say first, anyone that really truly bitches about something, you have to understand the hard work and dedication that it takes to make a fucking game to begin with. The coding, the programming, it takes hours. Some of these fucking guys work 10 to 12 hours making these fucking games so that you can sit on your ass for 8 to 10 hours and enjoy yourself. So show these people a little bit of respect. I'm not paid by Activision nor Treyarch or any developer or publisher or whatnot, but I'm just saying that's just a fact. That's the truth. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication to produce this kind of entertainment and content. So we should show people like that a little bit more respect. But when there is, room to criticize and there's room for a developer to improve, you have the right to criticize. But bitching at them and telling them that their game fucking sucks because of this, you're not accomplishing anything. You could be a lot more constructive as a human being by simply saying, like what I'm about to do is, I enjoyed the game. I had fucking fun with the game. Don't get me wrong. There's a few minor things that I can actually complain about that I consider legitimate issues in the game, such as opening up the maps and making the maps just slightly bigger in general. Now, when we're looking at the war game mode, which was my favorite, I enjoyed that the most, and there was only one map. If they were to make the map just a little bit bigger so there is more flanking routes, not necessarily because you can't cross that certain point, but it's still that you can distract them here and distract them here, more left and right. The certain players will focus, I gotta focus here, and I gotta focus over here. You're distracting them from the objective, unless they are stupid and, well, not really stupid actually, they're quite intelligent if they just stick to the objective, but they might get swarmed, and then ultimately then you're going to be doing the same thing that they were doing, but you're securing it. So I mean, it really depends. There's a lot of different ways that you can approach it depending on how you play and how other people play, and if you have a team or not. So saying making the map a little bit bigger so that players feather out a little bit, and it's less of a clusterfuck, I think that would be a very useful thing for Sledgehammer Games to do. Like I said, I respect all the hard work and dedication they put into this game, because honestly, I'm having fun. Well, I had fun with the beta. I'm not going to deny that fact. I am getting this game because I do like it to an extent. I mean, obviously, it's not perfect. There's a lot of room for improvements. I mean, I'm talking about a lot of room for improvements. There's a list of the shit that they can improve. I'm just going to list a few of the things that I would consider, not really, I can't say high priority because it's my personal opinion, but it's something that I would love for them to do as soon as they possibly can, especially for the game's not that far out from being released. I mean, it's September, October, and November. You're not far from release. So you got to really focus on some of these key factors, such as maps. Make the maps so they're less cluttered and less clusterfuck. I'm not saying make them huge, but I'm saying open up a few more lanes so it could be less clusterfucked. Another thing that I would say that's really important is look at some of the weapon balancing issues. And I know that some people are going to be complaining about shotgun or sniper rifles, and they're going to be like, all the SMGs are overpowered. No, actually not all the SMGs are overpowered. The only real SMG that I despise and dislike, and I don't even want to use it regardless if it's a good SMG or not, and it's that fucking Papa Shack, I think. It's that like Russian super fucking like 1,200 rounds per minute fucking gun with literally no no recoil, and you can shoot it across the fucking map and snipe somebody with that. That weapon, I find it ridiculous. That might have been an exaggeration, but still, I'm saying that that weapon needs to either be dropped in fire rate, needs to have its range fucking nerfed, or it needs to go through like a subtle amount of recoil, so it's actually harder to use that weapon, because that weapon seems to me personally like an overpowered piece of shit. Another thing, shotguns and incendiary rounds. I don't even really want to go into this, but that shit, The range on that should be completely reduced to a point where you have to be pretty up close to kill somebody with that, because I'm tired of being sniped by a shotgun with incendiary rounds and then catching on fire and dying endlessly by pussies that want to sit in corners and use their fucking shotguns with incendiary rounds. I think that's ridiculous. Keep the incendiary rounds. Keep the shotguns. I like the shotguns. I've used it once or twice. But make it a little bit more challenging to use that particular fucking equipment or shotgun and those incendiary rounds. Nerf the damage just ever so slightly and nerf the range ever so slightly. I think that would cater to most people that could actually understand where I'm coming from with this. Another thing, when it comes to snipers, Call of Duty has not shown any respect to the sniper community since Modern Warfare 3, really, honestly, or Black Ops, because in Black Ops, I don't even know if it was actually good in Black Ops because I really didn't snipe, but just in general, I think like the last Call of Duty where they actually had a lot, they were very polite and respectful to the sniping community, which is not really that big, but still, was like Modern Warfare 3. So, honestly speaking, them, and they're not really catering. It's not difficult to use snipers in this game, but it's still a skill. Someone can outwit you a lot more. There is a little bit gun skills involved in this. That's what I'm saying. So I'm saying maybe a slight nerf, maybe. It really depends on which sniper. It depends on how you use it, what map. The maps are small, so it's kind of hard to use snipers. You can, and quick scoping, it's there, but it's not there on the level of Modern Warfare 3 as an example to compare it, or Modern Warfare 2 to compare it. It's not the same thing. It's not like it. It will never be that kind of quick scoping or that kind of snapshots or trick shooting. It will never be any of that. And I don't really snipe like passionately. I do that occasionally depending on the situation, like in war. When we get to the bridge, yes, regardless what side I'm on, I'm going to fucking snipe because that's the most useful thing that I can find, personally. And that's pretty much it. That's all honestly, that's all my fucking complaints I have about the game. Obviously, there's a couple other, issues that could be fixed in there, but that's another video. I don't really know it offhand, but those are the three main things that I really wanted to bring to the attention of, my 47 subscribers and potentially other subscribers and other viewers. And if it ever reaches, Sledgehammer Games, please take my video into consideration. And these are my honest, open opinions and criticisms. I'm the Mitten. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Definitely hit that like button. Definitely subscribe. Hit that bell, but most important, definitely leave me a comment because that's the most important thing. Let me know what you think. Peace.